Good afternoon. Welcome. It's Tuesday. It's lunchtime. It's time for the lockdown live stream. As like what it says. Where is it? There. Look, lockdown live stream. I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and this is Tuesday. So it's time for some nano block action. I'll nip over to the other camera momentarily. I like this two-camera thing. It feels like I'm connecting more with you. In the chat, we have had Nat was there obviously early ago. Eric, Raging Bassist, and just recently Pascal has just popped in. I'm sure there's others in there now. There are several people watching. I can't see. It's white against white. That's 15. Apparently there's 15 people watching. If you're watching anywhere other than actual YouTube, then now's the time to go to YouTube and click the link to join watching through the official app or website or whatever, so you can join the chat, because the chat's where it's at. That's where everybody is hanging out and chatting and having fun while you're just watching my hands do things on the camera, just there. Well, there, but yeah. So click on the chat button, join in, say hello, just tell us, where you are, what you're doing, how big the screen is that you're watching things on, anything to get you involved and chatting, because I say the streams now during this lockdown time are just for entertainment and keeping everybody involved and active. Not exactly active, it's sitting at a bench, but active socially. So we're here to hang out and chat and be with each other and keep each other going through these interesting times. That's the term we're going to be using. So I shall press a button and magically I shall appear down there. Look. Hello, I'm still here in the corner, but I'm going to be facing that way. It seems to work. If it's distracting for you while I'm doing this sort of thing, then please let me know and I'll change it, move it, make it smaller, do whatever I need to do. But, I'm here and here at the same time. So, on with it. I'll show you what we're going to be doing and what I have been doing and going from there. I say, Eric says, needs a light in front, a little dark. Yeah, it's because it's light out the back there, and that's the outside, and it's daytime. I'll be playing with the lighting. I do have a big light there, but it's a very big light. I don't want that on all the time anyway. But I'll be playing with the lighting as the days progress. Lynn says, good morning. It's 5 a.m. in New Mexico, and I got up. Lynn, welcome. Good morning, Lynn. Thanks for getting up. I'll assume you're not just getting up, especially to come and watch this, but, it's nice when you're here anyway. Reese is here, RJC Models Official. Eric Strauss is here. G'day, Chris and all, he says, from down under. So yes, there are people here. I'm here. This is what I'm doing. I started it last week. It's the London Skyline block set, which apparently contains 1,100 pieces, some of which I've put on already. This is basically the first 3 layers. There are some transparent blocks on there that you can only see by sort of knowing that they're there, as it were. But that was the first 3 layers, and it took, an hour and a half or a couple of hours or so, because there's quite a big bag of bits. Now, there were several little bags, which I tipped out all over the bench, and then had to put away, because obviously I do other things on this bench, so I can't just have them all tipped out there doing that. So they all went in the bag. Now, originally, they were all nicely... I say nicely. They were arranged into not exactly piles of stuff, but into the bags they came out of, which were sort of a bag of the tiny little things and a bag of the bigger things and stuff like that. So now, obviously, because they've been in a plastic bag, they're not organised in any way, shape or form at all. So, although there's less pieces now, there's more chance of rummaging. I don't do the sorting and putting things in piles and things, because that bores me. So what I do is basically spread out the pieces like that. So I've got a good chance of seeing most, if not all of them. And then when I know the bits I need, we go and get them. That's the way it works. Eric says 1,100 pieces, about 300 spares. It probably won't be quite that bad, but never know. Reese is saying, you asked the other day about there being another RJC Models. Can confirm we are the only one. Because, yeah, I asked why it was RJC Models Official. If there was an unofficial one or anything like that, because there isn't. So, yeah. Does that mean you're going to be changing your name just to RJC Models then? Or do I have to become Gross Models original or first or the best, or I don't know. Right, if you've not built one of these Nano things before, the instruction manuals are different to normal Lego building instructions. You don't build in sort of sections. Let's see, that's what we're going to be building, or I'm going to be building. So you've got the House of Parliament, the bridge, the eye, and Buckingham Palace, I think. But the instructions don't go, let's build this house first and then put it on place. The way it builds is in layers. So you do each layer at a time. The first one was obviously 2 layers, getting the big thing up. And then I did that one. And it took ages. Now I've got to do this one, and it's probably going to take ages. So I'm reckoning I'll probably do 2, maybe 3 layers. You could be the OG Gross Models, says Reese. Yeah, rummage, yeah. So what I'm doing, I have a pen ready, kindly supplied by Dad at Skyline Models. Look, Skyline Models official pen, which even writes things. Look, it works. The way I did it last time, and the way it seems to be the best way of doing it, is instruction page number 3 lists all the pieces that you need, and then shows you where they're going to go on the model itself. So everything that's sort of the dull grey is the lower level. Anything that's in the colour is the stuff you're putting on now. So obviously there's a little green bit in that corner, and then there's nothing at all, and a little green bit there, and then nothing at all, and then a green bit. So on that first row, basically it's going to go on top of these brown pieces that are in those places. Little green bits, so they're obviously trees. So the first thing to do is to sort out the bits that I need. Let me rearrange. I've played around with things. The camera is higher and sort of focused differently, and everything's a little bit different. So I'm still adjusting to my new world. But we'll get there. Right, now what I need to do is find one of those. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 6. So it's not that one, it's that one. So once I've got one of those, I basically cross out that, so I know that I've got it. I'll put it there. If I put that there, then I'll have a pile of bits that I need for that. Right. Then one of those. And then 8 of these, I assume it's these creamy coloured pieces of the 2x4s. And I could be literally anywhere on this pile now. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I see another one there, 8. So that's 8 of those. Right. Let's try and arrange this so it's not going to try and unfold itself all the time. It'll be like the first GTA when it's done. Yeah, but from that view, yeah, absolutely. All top down, and yeah. Right. If I put it like that, then I can see it. You can still sort of see it, because anything else is a bit confusing. I need 3 of the green, the light green ones like that. 1, 2, and 3. Those in a pile there. Get rid of that. 10 of those brown corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See what I mean about them being everywhere. 6, 7, 8. I've got no idea how many of these there are, if I've got to do another 10 of them somewhere and there's loads of them they're just hiding, or if this is the last 10 of them. So it's going to be fun as we go along. I think that was 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 10 of them. I obviously, looking down on this, I can't read the chat constantly, but I will keep looking up and seeing. So if you've got any questions or anything, obviously ask away by all means. You can use the super chat, which is, I don't know, which screen am I on? One of the buttons down there somewhere. Underneath the chat will be like a dollar symbol. That's the super chat. That's one that makes bells and whistles go off when you click it. So if you really need my attention, then that's the way to do it. You can always get me anyway on email and things like that. The email address is, again, just down here, just there, chris@grossmodels.uk. But obviously I can't see and respond to that immediately. So if it's anything urgent you need, shout in the chat, or say super chat in the chat, and I shall get right back to you. Of course, you're not likely to need me for anything, because, you know, it's not exactly a important stream or anything else going on. It's just an opportunity for you lot to hang out with each other while I'm whittering away nonsensically like normal. 2 of them. 1 of the dark green 3s, like that. 2 of the dark brown 3s, not that one, that one, and that one. 2 of the yellow 3s, a lot of these 3s in this one. 2 of those, 2 of the 4s in this colour. There's a 3, not a 4. There's more than a 4. There's still a 3. I can't find any of them. How do I need 2? I only need 2, but I can't find any. There's 1. Yeah, so how are you all doing? It's Tuesday lunchtime here, just gone 12 o'clock. What current time is it that you're in? What have you had for lunch? All the regular questions to keep you active and going on. Angus is here. Looks like the blue spanners outnumber the lowly chat hangers tonight. Only for now. Well, probably not. There's 18 viewers at the moment. There's probably only 8 people in chat, and as you say, probably 4 or 5 of them are mods. But yeah, everybody's welcome. That's the way it works. Right, I need a white one. I think it's an actual white one on this one. I know I got confused with the white ones last time. And if it is a white one, I can't find one. So it probably isn't. It's probably a transparent one. No, I reckon that's definitely a white one. That one there is white. Lots of 3s, not any 4s. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, that's interesting. Right. I would assume, therefore, that it's not a white one. It's going to be a clear one again. Although, it does look like a white one when it's put down there. Although it's a 3. I'm looking for a 3, not a 4. That's why I couldn't find it, because I was looking for the wrong one. Get that. Let's get that one. And one of those as well. Right, that'll be a transparent one. It looks slightly different. A 3 of the 2 in transparent. There's one. That's a curly one. That's not quite the same. The trouble with the transparent ones is they're transparent. It makes looking at them somewhat harder. There's 2 of them. More curly ones. There's one. There's 3 of those in. Right, 5 of those 2s. So there's 1, 2. If I can pick up the right bit. 1, 2, 3. 4. And there's another one. 5. 5 of those. Right. So far so good. Eric says it's 7:12 here in Indiana, so we've got 5 a.m, 7 a.m, and 9:12 in Down Under, 9:12 p.m. in Down Under. Raging Basis says, I'm okay, Chris. 12 here too. Just processing that I'm looking at July, August till I go back to work. Yeah, the announcements yesterday, Sunday even, about the UK lockdown time frame things. It sounds likely that I'm going to be going back to work probably the 1st of next month, 1st of June. Assuming everything's okay, you know, lockdown behaviour and stuff. So it's certainly not going to be before then, shall we say. So hopefully it will be then. Right, I've got some blue ones. Looks like 2. I've got a lot of transparent blue ones, but I don't think it's them. I think it's probably those ones. So there's one. That's a transparent one. There's another one. But obviously different people in different situations at different times. Some people should be going back tomorrow, I believe, for certain, workforces and offices and things where people can't continue to work from home or haven't been working from home. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So things are starting to come together. Not quite immediately, but I don't think anybody was realistically thinking everything would just snap back to normal immediately. But then again, there are some people out there that think strange things. That's not what I'm looking for, but it's sort of like that, but the thinner version of that. My thoughts are with everybody that's... Obviously, everybody's been unsettled by it, but if it's affected you in a major way, be it work-related or financially related, then hopefully everything's going to start to come back together for you soon. And the fact that we've now got a published sort of guideline has got to be a good thing, even if it doesn't actually apply and fit, because people are idiots and still going out for barbecues and things. But hopefully everything will settle down and life will return. That's the one I'm looking for. A little bit more normal. 4 of those curly ones. 1, that's a square one. 2, I say curly, these are the ones that are sort of not square on the edges. They don't show up very well because of being transparent, but you know what I mean. Like these white bits. There you go. It's like that, in that it's not got square edges, it's got curved edges. 3, one more of them would be fine. That looks like one of those there. That's great. That's that one. 1 of the single transparent ones. That looks like that. Alright, now we get into the big numbers. I need 17 of the green ones. Dark green, so they should be relatively easy to find. I'll put my pen down and use both hands to get these. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, it could count as counting with Chris. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. I should say hello to Connor as well. Hi Connor. Well done for doing your homework. You should get your homework done first before the fun stuff like watching me, unless watching me was a punishment, in which case then bad Connor, do better. I'm pretty sure it wasn't though. So yes, well done getting your homework done. That's the way it should work. Oh, I see it says camera not available. I seem to have a problem. Give me a moment, I shall try and fix that. I think that's because I've got extra camera things flashing up. So, let me play with the settings a little bit. Why does that still say not available? It should be available now. Let me press some buttons. Okay. Right, things are not working as they should. It's because I was waving at the camera. I'm sure there are things that were going wrong. Give me a minute, I'll be right back, and I'll probably lose this face view because it's only going to confuse things. So, see you in a moment. things are not working as they should, and for some reason it's gone loopy on me. And for some reason it can't find the camera. Oh, that's interesting. My camera seems to have disappeared from the whole settings. Right, I shall be right back in momentarily then. Right, I think I've played with some settings and adjusted things, and I'm back here now. I'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully it will keep working, but I don't know why it did that. I completely lost the bench camera. I thought it was the software playing up, but it wasn't. It was actually the camera just sort of died. So, yeah, I'll have to play around with some wires after I finish today and see what happens. Was someone just talking, says Eric? That's probably me. Got enough technical difficulties during a live stream. It's because it's live. It's what makes it fun, isn't it? While I was messing around, Strauss did say that he's right now creating a Lord of the Rings poster art Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark style, because Gimli's in it. I'm calling it Lord of the Rings Raiders of the Lost One Ring. That could be interesting. Lewis is in being nice to Nat for some reason. That's always a little bit suspicious. What have you done wrong now? Terrorize when you're at home. No, Lynn, how's that's the stuff and questions and things. Eric says here in Indiana, part of the stay-at-home order has been lifted since Friday. Been entertaining to watch some people come out of isolation. Yeah, I can imagine people coming out the front doors and like, oh, bright light. And yeah, but there we go. That was that. Everyone talking, hit you with a hammer, says Andy. That probably won't work, but it might. Muse says, you broke it, Chris, morning all. I didn't. It broke itself while I was near it. It's not quite the same. Lewis says, bye everyone. He's had to shoot off and get some work done. Are you sure you didn't just ban him? Because I know these things might accidentally have happened. Right, I got that one. I need the light blue one that looks like that. Nearly building time. I know it's been a long time coming, but it's nearly building time now. 4 of those. There's 1, 2. Not the round ones. It's got to be the square ones. 3. I see another one there. 4. Right, so I need... Let's get 3 of these round ones. That'll be the easy one to get, won't it? He says, with it not being easy at all. Oh, come on. Looks like that. There's 1. They're square. They're not quite the ones I want at the moment. I will do, but there's 2. And there's 3. Right, that's those. So then I need 10 each of the dark ones. Like that one. 1. 2. 3. 4. It could be all over the place now. 5. There we go. That's halfway there. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1 more of them. There it is. There's 1. 10. That's probably all of those, or at least all that I'm going to be using this time, but not many of them left now. Candygrams here. Hello, Lynn, Nat, Andy, SMM, Eric, Andy, Lewis, RBSS, and Chris. Apologies if I missed anyone. It's 6:30 AM here. Good morning. I like having all the different time zones in. It makes me feel very nationwide, global, and stuff. Now, last bit is 10 of them. So there's 2, 3, 4, So you may be late, but you haven't missed 5, 6, any building yet. 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that should be all of the parts required for building this bit. So what I need to do is move things back a bit so I'm not likely to get things confused. I can put the building instructions there, like that, and then the actual building shall commence there, which is still on screen. It's still okay, so you can still see me in the corner there. That seems to be working all right. Muse says it's almost 7:30 AM here. Someone else was saying it was 7:15 about a quarter of an hour ago, so welcome. Oh boy, counting with Chris time, says Lynn. Yeah. Oh, and Raging Base is helping. 10, 8, 13. Lynn chimes in 10, Paul's 21, 24, 10, 42. Are you just saying no, it doesn't work when I'm counting? I'm not reading the chat, so it's different. I'm not paying attention to that while I'm doing that, so you can't put me off by doing that. If you were doing it in my ear hole, then it'd be different, but yeah. Strauss says, because of my time zone, I'm technically from the future. No flying cars yet, unfortunately. They promised me flying cars. The year 2000, they said, flying cars. I haven't got one yet. I'm very disappointed in that. Right, now the way I'll do this is very bitty. So I know that there's these green bits that I was talking about earlier. Let's put them down the front. I reckon that they're going to go on almost all of these now. That goes on the corner there. Then I've got some of the orange bits I've got to go in there, but there's these go. Right, where do they go? There. There. I'm assuming these are going to be trees as well, judging by the last lot of this brown tubular things that were. That one on there. One more of those on the middle of those three. Now the nice thing about having sorted out all of the bits is, in theory, I should just be able to mix and match and put bits wherever I want, and when I run out of bits, I'll be finished. So we'll see how that works out, shall we? Right, I see that there's a 3 in dark brown there, which is one away from that, next to that there, like that. There's the little yellow 2 up there, with another green one next to that on top of that other tree. The 2 goes next to that other tree thing there, which I'm still, yeah, it's definitely going to be trees, isn't it? Little brown bit, big green bit on the top, it's going to be a tree, isn't it? At least we do have hover cars and electric cars, says Muse. Yeah, hoverboards not quite the same, are they? I has and sausage, says Andy. Nice. Andy says, it's interesting when nano blocks take shape. It goes from flat spudge to craters to, as if by magic, buildings. That's the theory, yeah. Right, so that's that. Let's put these couple of bits on here. Where are they? They're underneath the tree, either side there. We've got one of those, 2 spaces away from that, and the other one on the top. Try and get them square. So that's that bottom bit. Going along the road here, we've got a gap of 2, and then we've got those 2. Then we've got the other brown 3. Then the other 2 there. And then 2 more of these. Building up the start of the bridge. The rounded ones. There's another rounded one. That's not a rounded one, that one is. They go how many away? 2 away from that other bit. There you go. Angus tells Strauss to check in with someone from New Zealand. Maybe they have hoverboards. If they do, they're keeping them from you. Right. So that was that. I'm going to go and do these pieces in here now because I feel the need. So there's a couple of round ones I see on that bit there, which is this bit here. There's one there, and another one making up that triangle bit around there. And square ones on the corners. I've got no idea what these are. Some sort of building with probably pillars. I know it's the House of Parliament, but I don't know enough about the building of it. I've been past it and seen it, but couldn't build it from memory. Lynn says I might just have to get this since I probably won't make it to England. Yeah, the Nano things aren't terribly expensive either. That's one of the nice points about them. That one goes there. Then that starts to go along from that. There's one of the corner pieces going from the middle of that over that. Okay, another one next to that. And then we've got some of the twos. One there. One there. And one there. Right. Another one of these corner pieces to join up down there. One of those on that corner there. One below it. I know I've missed a big chunk in the middle, but that one, and then that one. Right, then there's a 3 that goes down for under that, and that is one away from that. So it sort of joins up. Doesn't join up, but looks the same as it does in the picture. That's the important thing. That one there, and there's a 4. Where am I coming off the bottom of that? Yep. And that one joins up next to that potential tree. This bit here, this bit there, this bit, bing! Bugger, this is handy. No, I haven't none have done that. They might roll off from here, but they're unlikely to fly away. Muse says everything is just postponed for a year-ish. Pretty much, yeah. Everything, it won't go back to normal. It won't go back to how it used to be, shall we say, rather than normal. Things are always going to be a bit different from now onwards, I think. But we'll learn to get on with it, and, you know, life will return. Not to the same, but it will return. However it returns, we shall adapt and fit in, and things will be alright again. I thought I was missing a 2, but it's there. Hopefully that's the last one that I need, because I haven't got any more out. That seems to be there, though. It's sort of overhanging a gap a little bit, but that's okay. I'm sure that's fine. That bigger one goes on the corner there. So that one joins up in the middle of those. Should have another one of those, just like that, which goes there. So it's just a very strange, almost maze-like construction of bits at the moment. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. But it doesn't have to. Right, that one goes there, then the yellow one goes above it. I'm assuming this is some sort of roadway, or these are cars, maybe? I don't know. Right, so that goes on the end there like that. This one goes on that row one away there. Some of the light greens, one away from that there, and that one overlaps by 2. We get the big white one that probably is a white one, goes up there. Green next to it, 2 on that diagonal corner. The one just there, it's just that single one brick transparent one right in the middle there for some reason. I've got no idea why. Chris said Maze, suddenly Pac-Man, says Andy. A wild Pac-Man appeared suddenly. It's 1 away and 4 up. Yep, that's there. With the green underneath it. Like that. Running out of bits, so that's a good thing. 1 above that are those 2, like that. And we've got the 2 level with that. Like that. Okay, so far so good. Need to move along a bit. Right, I've got the one grey one. Seems to go on the middle of that. Some sort of tugboat, something in the river, and obviously a control cabin, possibly. I don't know. Green one there, which is again top of tree. Let's get a few of those done, shall we? We've got done that one. I've got that one. Those 3. Amazon Paul, at least it will arrive quicker, says Andy. I don't know why though. Who's Paul? What? Muse says it'll be business as usual, but usual will be different. But yeah, the world got over the Spanish flu pandemic. Just takes time. Philip Prime says, question, has anyone here worked with mini art kits before? I haven't, no, can't help you there, sorry. Namely diorama bases. No. Not yet anyway. Strauss says, I would put my War of the Worlds tripod model on top of this. Paul says there's a nano block Titanic on Wish for 20 or 25. Alright. Has over 1,800 pieces, yeah. That's probably the one that my wife built. Pictures are available in the Gross group, which I'm sure you're all members of, but if you're not, then you should be. And that's the link to join. So come along, join the Gross group and see the pictures that my wife's taken of her Titanic. She actually won it in a competition. She got it for the grand price of free. And obviously she doesn't do the build videos, so it's not there. But yeah, go and have a look. Leave her a nice comment. Go on. I can't link directly to it because I don't know exactly where it is. But if you go back through the past posts, it's a couple of weeks ago now. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. It's the one that looks like the Titanic. It's quite... Lynn says, already have. Right, let's see. I've got this 3 which goes on here somewhere. Just there, I think. Looks like that. Yep. I've got yellow, which goes there. I've got the blue, which goes there. 2 away from that one and 1 away from that one. Yep, that's right. The brown I've already done. Green done. There's another yellow, which goes 1 away from that tree, like that. The single one bit goes in the middle of the fountain. I've got another 2 that go there with a blue bit on top of it. Whereabouts is that? Lines up with that. It's got to be on top of that. So that might not be quite the right place. I think I've got to go 1 higher with that. Yep. It's got to go 1 brick further that way. That one goes there, and the light blue one goes next to it. Like that. Okay, I've still got double green, which looks like it's probably there. Yep. I've got a triple blue. Use that one. Got one there. Got one there. Why have I got another one of them then? Did I get too many of them? I definitely used one. And it said get one, and I got two. So I got an extra one out. There we go. Let's get rid of that then. Right, I've still got a 2 transparent. I put 2 up there. I put 1 there. How many did it say for me to get? 3. And I've got 4, so I'll get rid of that. These bits, the singles and all that. Oh, I didn't do this bit across the top, did I? So let's do that now. That goes there. Then we've got 1 there, then a 1 diagonally above it, then diagonally below it, then diagonally above it, then below it, and then above it, and then I haven't got any more of those left, so that's working as intended. Let's just tidy those up a little bit, get them all a bit more square. Philip Prime has picked up a pavement base delivered to my mother's, and I know it's vac formed, but it has more pimples than a hormonal teenager. Nat says Gemma's Titanic looks brilliant. Thank you very much. So much for counting with Chris. He overcounted. Yeah, I didn't say that my counting with Chris was, governmentally approved or any good. I just said that it was a thing. Right, I'll get that one on there, and there's a 4 underneath that. Move these down here so I can get to them. I haven't put the ones on, they go down on the bridge. I'll get them in a minute. So that was those 2, that one goes across the top. Then there's a 3. Then there's a 4. Then there's a 4 going across. With that behind it. We're just filling in over the top of the ones we've already got down there. That one. That one and that one in the middle. And these 2, same as those 2, but the other side. So we're 1 away from the transparent ones, yep. And there we have 1 more stage complete in a mere 45 minutes. See what I did there, Chris? Philip says Philip Prime. Yes. At least I was hoping to have it in Primer ready for tonight's live stream at 8. Yes, Philip Prime did a little bit of pimping on his own, unprompted. Congratulations. Everybody should be going and watching Philip's live stream tonight, 8 PM. Right, that was stage 3, so let's have a quick look. It's getting taller, it's still very bendy. I haven't been able to figure out the curve to it yet. I've tried straightening it, and it sort of straightens it, but it doesn't hold straight, it still curves up. So I'm not entirely certain if or what I can do about that, but there we go. But it's coming together, there's a lot of ground level details. These are definitely trees, they look like trees. So I'm going to call them trees. Obviously we've got the road, bridge, building, some sort of surround for the eye. No, it's in a garden, isn't it? It's got gardens next to it, so maybe. Ickle Pete is around, afternoon all. Did you have a lot of vac pimples to clean up, says Philip Prime. Lynn is going to try and catch it tonight. Sneezing fit over, what did I miss? Well, that depends, Muse. How long were you sneezing for? I've done all that building. I've done the whole layer. I don't know how much of the layer you missed, so I can't really tell you. Right. There, you can see all of this goes 3-dimensional at some point. But first of all, we've got to do the next layer, which is layer number 4. Well, it's instruction number 4. Technically, it's layer number 5. Let me do some folding so we can just get to the bit that I need. Fold that one that way. So it's, not only is it counting and plastic structural physics, it's also origami. Right, so that's what we've got so far. This is what we're going to be building now. I don't know what that means. I think that's saying what it is. When you have to use it there, it's saying it's one of them. Okay, right, as ever, let's start with the big bits. We need 2 of those. I'll see if I can get the counting right this time as well. It could happen. One of those, which is that one. Not that bit that's stuck to it, just that. Then the shorter version of that, one of them. 2 of those. 2 of those. Yeah, now we're getting there. Now it's somewhat easier to find them because there's fewer pieces as well. 2 of those transparent blue ones. I knew they'd come into play sometime. Right, 8 of these funny bits that we've got to make sure we build properly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 3 more of these corners. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Now it's one of those bits with a covered over top. Like that. 2 of these 3s. There's 1 and 2. 8 3s, says Lynn. It doesn't count unless I read it. Requires a lot of work, says Uncle Pete, and my camera's died again. Definitely something not right. Some connection somewhere. And it's back. I moved a bit. I fiddled with some wires and it came back. I'm going to have to rewire on my entire bench. My computer system is like a metre over that way. So the camera wire goes under the bench and is actually taped to the underside of the bench. It goes across there, as are all the monitors and microphones and cameras and everything. So I'm thinking, as I moved a little bit, somehow maybe the connection's not quite right. But yeah. Apologies for the camera blacking out occasionally, but I shall fix it. I'll spend this afternoon tidying up and getting rid of inconsistencies in my wiring and connections. I shall attack it all with big tape. 2, 3, I need 4 of those. I didn't tell you, but I'm just counting. I got 3. I need 1 more. I can't see it. I can see some 4s, but not a 3. There's a 3, there it goes. That's all of them then. 1 of those as a 4. Looks like that. Chris said blue and Dad shows up. What? Wait, what? Did I? Hello, Dad. I missed the start. Yeah, by 50 minutes, but that's fine. It's alright, you're here now. Guess none of Gemma's job list is getting done this afternoon. I haven't got a list to do at the moment, thankfully. 1, 2, I need 6 of those. 3. 4, 5. Gemma has actually been out in the garden doing her own gardening this morning. I don't like gardening, but she does, and you know, so it works out. Just one of those. 1 of the 4s, that's got to be the transparent one, because there isn't a white one, as I found out last time. 7 of these dark 2s. I haven't seen any yet. There's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Then The nice thing about getting closer to the end of the build is that there's fewer parts, but there's also fewer of the parts that you actually need. So although you're looking is easier because there's less things to look past, you're looking for fewer of the same thing. Whereas if there's 20 and you want 2, it's easier to find them. If there's 2 and you want 2, then that could be more of a struggle. Right, blue, the non-transparent one. In dark blue, looks like that. One of those. One more of the dark, almost red 2s, like that. Dark green 2. Lots of dark green 1s. 3. There's 2. One of them. Right, there you go. There's a transparent one and a white one. These are 2, but you know. So there's a 2 white and a 2 transparent. Now 2 of those grey going up to 1, like that. Another one like that. Be here somewhere. There he is. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think all my counting's been accurate so far, but now we're getting up to the high numbers. Let's find 3 of those from the other end. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 6 of the transparent ones. Get my eyes working for these. Not the round ones, square ones. That's 2, that's round, that's round. There's a square one. That's 1, 2. That's one of those other ones. 3. Oh, transparent ones aren't very easy to see, who'd have thought? 4. Round, round, square. 5. One more. Not in there, not there. That's a square one. There you go. 6. That's all of those. The garden is definitely Lewis's area, says Nat. Paul says, I want to buy more kits and stuff, but not sure what. Only you know that. Dad says, the 180mm Bandai Space Marine has arrived. Now to sort out the blue. Oh. I spent my fun money on tools and putty this time, says Muse. Scale Model Muse says, I've got enough kits to keep me busy for the next decade. I know how you feel. And he says to Eric, yes, at least Chris gets things done. What did Eric say? Oh, watching Chris find and count is sort of like watching Fox waffle on and on. Yeah, but there's method to my waffle. Muse says, plus my Games Workshop stuff. Yeah, I need to order some Games Workshop paints. Just haven't got around to it yet. I need some more lead belcher for the Baneblade. Right, 15 of these. So we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Right, and then we need 27 of the green ones. Right, this is going to be the fun thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 27. So that should be all of the pieces required for this level, this stage. Get those back out the way again. Count along with Chris. 13, says Lynn. This might be a hard count. 27. Let's see if I got it right. I don't think I had any trouble with any of those, so I think I got them all right this time around. We'll find out as we put it together. But I'm going to have a quick drink before I do that, because, you know, it's been talking. Right. So now, all we've got to do is make all of that look like all of that. What's the worst that can happen? Let me start over the other side today. 4 of those on the back wall of that. That's 4. And the big one, and the big one. It fits, it works. That was that. Now we get the trees, and we've got to put them diagonally. I like that. Some diagonal treeage going on. I'm just going to go ahead and put all of the things on all of the things, because I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to tell me to do. I'm not going to count them. Putting all the greens on all the greens. Even that one, but that one I'm putting on straight. Okay. Oh, there's the other 2. Goes on there. With a clear one in front. Well done, Chris, says Lynn. We don't know that I got it right yet. Strauss says, wouldn't it be awesome if creating a real building was this easy? Well, it technically is, but it's making it, you know, last longer. Put up with the weather and stuff like that. They can 3D print buildings. Got any kits you don't want, says Paul. Yeah, probably not. Getting all the greens. All of these go the normal way around, because they're the first level of green on those trees. But the ones that have already got green on is the second layer of canopy, so it goes at a different angle, just like real trees. There we go. Running out of greens. Hope I've got enough. Hopefully it'll be just right. Or I'll find that there is one that goes somewhere else. Those were the ones I've just put on there that way round. There's that one. That one. Done those, done those, done those, done that. That one there. Is that the last one? I've got one more. Oh, I've got one more. There's a whole tree. I think a whole tree's fallen off of somewhere. It has. Just from there. I must have knocked the whole thing off. There we go. That looks better. Cool. Right, what's next? Next is... Let's get these 2, because I just saw them on the thing. Next to that tree. On there. Ball's ready to go back to bed. Yeah, I know it's the perfect opportunity for me to do some napping, but I haven't yet. Took a look at some news thing, nonsense, shook my head and hit delete, says Andy. I don't know what that was about. We should help Chris find the blocks he needs. Should be entertaining. Left a bit, right a bit. Yeah. I could do it blindfold the next stage and you can just tell me down and get that bit. But no, that won't work. That's no tree, it's an ant. Because it walked away on its own, yeah. That's no tree, it's a snotling, says Andy. I don't know what snotling is. Right. The bits that it tells me to make sure are the right way around. Like that. In there. Where does it go? Does it go on top of that? Yes. On top of the transparent bits. We're actually doing this wrong, because this is now going a level above everything else. So, yeah. This one's cheating. That one there, that one there. Cool. Right, I just seen that bit with obviously a transparent in front of it. Yellow and window. Okay. Right, there's another yellow with window in front. Some sort of loud party music outside. It's been going on for a couple of hours now. Don't know if you can hear it. It's a sort of monotonous beat going around. It's starting to get a little bit annoying. Right, let's see. We've got that on there. Done that one there. Let's just have a quick look back and see what else I haven't done. I haven't done those. There's that and that to be done on all of those. Probably should have put those on before I put the blue bits on, because it's sort of underneath, but there we go, we learn. That one, and those two. Muse says their government's in worse shape than ours. I don't know who or what or where, but Paul says stepdaughter's dog got sprayed by a skunk last night. The smell woke me up, almost got sick. Rough night's sleep, I can imagine. Yes, I haven't experienced skunk before, but I understand it's quite bad. Right, on there we've got those two and the light blue one there. Somehow, there. These I didn't put on over this side while I was over here. We've got the three, and the single 3. Then we've got a 4 going sideways. Then a 3 going sideways across the back, with a 3 across the front. And then the same again. Okay, then a 3 going forwards. No, a 4 going across first. Then a 3 forwards. Then a 3 forwards. And then a single 3 forwards. Next layer of that. Right. Let's get that bit on there with a 1 in front. I think that transparent one is right in the middle there of the fountain. The white one is in the middle of the white one, with the 2 blues at either side of it. Then we're just left with these colours, and that one, to go onto this building here, which is going to be the fun one to do. So across the back we've got that one. Then coming down we've got the one in the middle, then one diagonal, then one in the middle, and one diagonal. Oh, that one in the middle pinged. It didn't go far. Just wanted to go back to its friends. One on there, one on there. Paul's going back to bed, so take care, guys. I'll see you all later. Indeed, good night. Have a better sleep now than you did earlier. Right, that's that, and that. And that one goes there. Right, let's see. Let's get the big bits on. Is this isn't life size, is it? No. I was going to say it doesn't look life size because that's that's not the right bit. I think that's too long. It needs to be 2, 4, 6, 8, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 6. There's one that's slightly shorter. That's a better one for the one I want. Let's put that on there. Then above that is a 1 there. Then a 2 on the end there, like that. The other 2 on that bit. 3 and a 2. Gap of 1, so the 2 goes there, and then the 3 goes there. One of those goes across like that, and that goes next to it like that, and the 1 goes in the corner there. I assume that this floor plan isn't accurate. It might be exactly the right shape, I don't know. But yeah, let's have a look. I'm getting some flickering. Is my camera going again because I moved too quickly? I don't know. I'll try and move more sedately. That goes there, like that. Didn't finish off this bit down here, did I? That one goes like that. Then we got the pillars again. Continuing, so we've got pillar, square, pillar. Let's get both the pillars in. Oh, pillar, pillar, square. That pillar there. That one there. Square in the corner. Square in the corner with a tree going flying. Caught it though. That's that one that escaped last time, isn't it? It must be an hint. Alright. Now let's figure out where all these bits go. There's one next to that. There. There's a 1 diagonally opposite that there. Except I can't put that one in either, obviously. The trouble with a lot of these nano kits are, I don't know if it's to keep up the block count or to make it like this, but you might be hitting the camera cable with your knee. No, definitely not. The cable is actually taped to the underside of the bench, and there's a good distance between the leg and that. I think it's just a case of it moving a little bit and the connection not being quite right, but I shall investigate later. It all seemed okay, and it was like it for yesterday's eModels stream, and was obviously fine. Although I wasn't playing with this bench yesterday on the stream, obviously I was pushing the buttons that were on it, but talking to the other camera mainly. So it might just be a movement issue. I'm sure it will become apparent soon. Right, I've got to do the bits up here still. So how does that work? I've got 2 there, a 2 there, and 4 single ones, which go on top of those 4 single ones. So yes, everything's going together just right. That one, that one. That one. And that one. Alright, so yes, it's really coming together now. There's definitely things happening. Things are starting to look like things. And this thing over is still looking like a mess. But apart from that, it's starting to get there. Have a good day, Ickle, but then you could stick around if you're at home, says Lynn. I don't know what Ickle Pooch is. Oh, that's lunch finished. I suppose I should get back to work. Yeah, probably, if you've, been told to. Camera keeps dropping out, says Dad. Yeah, noticed. Yeah, I have got the live feed up in a couple of places, so I can generally, if it flickers, then I can see it flickering, because the actual feed that's going out to YouTube is just here, just below this camera, and so I can catch that out of the corner of my eye if it goes bad. I haven't been able to duplicate it by, I can bang things and nothing happens, it all works fine, but obviously something somewhere is not quite right, but I shall investigate this afternoon. Let's have a look and see what much more. I mean, I know there's loads more to do, but do I do another layer now is the real question. Yeah, the next layer is a shorter layer anyway. These are all the massive big things. Each layer afterwards is progressively easier. So I shall do one more layer today and then put it aside for another week. I've definitely got 2 more weeks of this to do before I'm back at work. Some folding done, so you can still hear me a little bit while I'm doing it. So yeah, I'll keep listening. I just can't type in the chat, says Uncle Pete. Lynn says, looking good. Thank you very much. Right. Yes, so I think one more of these this week. Next week will be the remaining layers and things, and then the week after should finish it off. So that's the plan. We'll see how it works. I can't rest on that anymore because it's got trees and things that will fall off. So let's start again with the big bit that I tried to use last time that wasn't the right one. That's definitely the right one now because it's massive. And we want 2 of those. 4 of those. 1, 2. There we go, over that side. Ah, they're bigger again. Where one is that? That's 6. So it's those ones, not those ones. It's that one and that one. It's 4 of those. 1 yellow. 1 of those pale ones. 3 of those. 2, 3. 3 of those. I can't quite make out that colour. It's it's got to be the dark grey. It's these, isn't it? So yes, this is the normal grey ones. It just looks a bit purpley in that picture. 1, 2, 3 of those. Okay. 3 of the whites. 3 of the whites. 3 of the 4s in that. 1, 2, 3. 1 of those. 2 of those. 4 of the light 3s. 1, 2, 3. Get off. 4. Another one of those with the covered pieces. 2 of the 2s. 2. There we go. 1 of those. 6 of those 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. silly more numbers of trees. I should get those last. One yellow round one. 3 more of these single cube ones. 1. They're getting harder to find. 2. And 3. 6 of those. That's these. 1. 2. If I can pick it up. 3. Don't escape. 4. 5. 6. Okay. And 26 greens. That's got to be the last of those, and that'll be the tops of all the trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now count along. 11, 12, 13. Starting to rummage for them now. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many more do I need? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are still a couple of them around, so they may be spare ones. We'll have to see about that. Well, at the end, obviously, not now, because I won't know now. Right. So, there we have. I'll put it over this side for a change. Bring over that side today. Right. Let's get the big bits down. That one goes across there. That one goes next to it. And that leaves that one to fit on the end. And across the front of that, while we're here, we've got 2, 3, 2 pillars. 2 next to that. Alright, and then a 4, a 2, a 4 across the back with 2 pillars. There's that one. So that doesn't go there, does it? That pillar doesn't even go there. Right. That pillar goes next to that because there's a 2 that comes across the front. Get that off there for now. I need that one back off there. So move it along one. And then that one goes there. 2 goes across the front, like that. Then the other 4. Give me 3, 2, 2, and the 2 pillars. There's the other one. I knew there was one there somewhere. Going back to sleep later all, says Muse. Good night, Muse. Have a pleasant sleep. See you soon. Right, these are all getting, trees are all getting another top piece. The fountain is getting the yellow bit. Philip Prime's having fun getting rid of vac pimple heads. You should leave it and do all live tonight. That'd be more fun. You can have a pimple live stream. Right, there's a 3 that goes across there. White one goes there. White one goes there. And that 3 goes across there. Right, that's that. Getting there. Continuing with the trees as well. Now getting to these 2s, they're obviously going to go the other way. That one goes there. Nothing else happening there. That's all that side done by the looks of it. Got the other white one. Goes on the top there. Tree. Second level of tree on those. So they're going at a funny, jaunty angle. Could be a little bit jaunty. That's the 3rd layer, so that goes straight again. Jaunty. Straight. Jaunty. Jaunty. Actually, that one doesn't. That one doesn't have one. It's obviously only a short tree, that one. Probably because it's got building next to it. Can't go terribly jaunty with a building next to you. Come on, go back where you should be. You know you like it there. Jaunty. 1, 3, 3. Those 2, that one, that one. That one. That one, those 2, 2. 3, that one. One down the front there, I knew there's another one I missed. Because I had a green one left. That one? Right, so then we've just got this collection. They've got this one that's the top of the bus. And we're just building more in this area here. So we get rid of the grey ones first, shall we? The 3 with a 4 above it. 3 next to it and 3 next to that. And the 2 goes on the front there, just like that. Right, okay, that's all those ones. Then it's just these. That one goes next to the tree. That comes down in front of that. That one comes down in front of that. 3 across the top. Except it doesn't. Oh, it does. It's because of this jaunty tree. Everything's at a slight twisty angle. And that goes down over there. Underneath that is another 3 there. Then there's a 4. Which does indeed fill in that gap there. The other 4 goes there. That one goes there. Right, then there's a 2 that goes there. Except I can't because I dropped it. The 2 goes there, but it's only going on 1, like a few of these have. So that's there like that. Okay, right. I've got a 1 in. Oh, that's a 2 in the middle there as well. Okay. The 3 goes across the top of those, putting all those together. Right, so I've got 3 individual 1s to go on. There's 2 at the top. And 1 on that bit there. So once again, I counted correctly. Yeah, and that will do for today. It's an hour and a half, so that's good timing. Let's see. I'm sure people would rather watch paint dry than that, Chris. Yeah, you don't know. People watch strange things. People watch this, so you know. See, Lynn's in for it. Lynn's ready to watch you pop pimples. Saying that, there's a program on Discovery called Dr. Pimples, says Philip Prime. Yeah, and Lynn says that's a good show. There you go. As entertainment, I'm not so sure. Right. So I have still a mass to do. I shall put those back in the bag once I'm off air. That was the bottom of that page. So all in all, I've done that strip all the way down there. Look, on a big camera. All of that page I've done. So we've got that other side of that to do. But it should be easier because there's fewer and fewer pieces as the layers go up. Then on the other side, we've got the more three-dimensional playing around with things to do. And then building the wheel and putting it together. So I would expect probably next week, I should think I'll probably do that whole side and then leave the other side of it for the time after. So I'll leave that prepared for next time. There we go. All ready. I'll put that back in the bag as well, I think. Keep it all in one place. Or two places, because that won't go back in the bag. Right. That's that. Thank you for watching. I'll show you around the model briefly before I get rid of that camera angle. We've got trees. And road traffic and things. And startings of a bridge. And the London Eye is looking a bit lacking at the moment, I must admit. But the other building is coming up. We've got a fountain in the front with trees and little gardens. So yeah, as a build, that's coming in quite well. It's the end of the show again, so thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying the build. If you're building one yourself, then as I say, there's the group. You can always come along and join in. I've just put the link in the chat again, I hope. If you want to help support the channel, then that's what my Patreon link is for, except that didn't work. I'll try it again in a minute. It might be because it was still processing the other one, or it might be that it's all broken. No. There is a link to my Patreon page if you want to come along and help me support me and the channel. That would be much appreciated. If you don't want to help, that's fine. Go along and have a look. Anyway, you never know. There's always the website as well as the group and everything where I put posts and stories up from time to time. Have a look. Just look at my global empire. Search for gross models everywhere. Put in whatever your social media platform is and then put gross models and you'll find I might be there. I might not be very active, but there's a good chance that I'll be there, like Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, obviously. And a couple of other ones that I can't remember, but do occasionally use. So yes, have a look, find my stuff, comment on it, report back, let me know if it's any good, if it's rubbish, if it needs work, if I need to, obviously, I need to sort out the lights for next time doing this tomorrow. And that brings me to tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wooden Wednesday, where from noon I shall be continuing my build of the model Aviator from U-Gears, which is again another ongoing long-term lockdown thing. May 3? That might be approaching, I say, finishing potentially when I am allowed back to work again in about 3 weeks. So there might be 3 more episodes in that. There might be a few more. Times and things may flit around as and what, but everything will get done. But it probably won't be at lunchtime. If I'm back at work, obviously I'll be at work, and then I'll do this in the evening. But next couple of weeks definitely should be sticking much the same again. Strauss says, I'll put my Lord of the Rings Raider of the Lost Ring art on the page when finished. Absolutely, yep. I say, obviously, you know what the page is for and what it does and where it is. So feel free to put stuff up there as and when. Looking good, Chris, says Philip Prime. Awesome show, Chris, says Lynn. This is relaxing for me, but just too early. But I made it. Yeah, but say, unfortunately, this is the time that I do it here. Globally, I love being global, but it does mean it's not live for everybody, and you might want to catch it on replay or whatever. But if you are here live, then that's what the chat's for. drop in and say hello. Lynn's going back to bed. Night. Good night. Good morning, Lynn. Thanks for watching. Candygram says, thanks for the live stream, Chris and mods. So long all. Indeed, thank you for my mods. Not that there's ever any trouble in the chat, but you're always there to help out and answer questions, and it is much appreciated. Thank you all kindly. I shall see you all tomorrow for the wooden stuff. Then Thursday is an evening with a gang in the evening, so that might be better for Lynn, unless she's probably working. Friday, I shall try and do some Lego. I've got some more Lego kits. One kindly donated and a couple I saw while I was shopping. So there is more Lego to come on Friday. Saturday, probably nothing. Sunday, back at the Warhamster again. And then we're back to e-models on Monday. And then back to another bit of this on Tuesday. So the week is full. Even though we're not, going out and working and stuff, there are still plenty of things to do. So come along and watch. Join in, join the chat, and I shall see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.